All right, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Artron, and I am a part-time online reseller. Um, and today we're going to go over, what's sold on eBay. This is really the previous week because my account was put on a 7-day restriction for selling an item that requires a subscription. So first, we're going to go over the item that got me the 7-day restriction, and so you can see what it looks like. They do sell for good money, and I've sold a couple of these in the past, but eBay, continually changes the rules and it affects us sellers. So this is what the item looks like. It is a DonJoy Iceman Clear 3 ice therapy machine, and basically all it is a clear bucket that you pour ice water into, and you hook up these pads right here. These are just different kinds. Let's make it bigger, and it flows this ice water through these pads for like your knee, ankle, hip, shoulder. This is a shoulder pad up here. And I find these all the time. I think I sold about 10 of these before eBay placed these new restrictions on these, because you can't sell them because they require a uh, prescription from the doctor. And I've sold the DonJoy Iceman Clear 3. I've sold the Aerocast. I sold one of those a couple weeks ago. This one is uh, gravity fed, so you place it up high and you place the pad lower, and it just gravity feeds the cold water into the pad. And so I'm going to have to look for another platform to sell these on. I created a Mercari account. I got one listed. I probably need to list a little bit more, but I actually have 3 of these right now sitting in my inventory room. So if you see these, I wouldn't say pick them up. Just check the comps on them on other platforms, um, because it will get your account restricted. And they come in different brands. I've sold this kind before. The Polar Active, and another brand is called Berg, BERG, and they all work the same. It's just a pump that pumps ice water through it. So let's go back to my eBay page. So my sales are down because I haven't been able to list. And when you get the 7-day restriction, they remove your items from the search. So we're just going to go to orders real quick, and we're going to go to all orders. Just give us time to load, and then we're going to do a search by item title, and we're going to type in DonJoy. And as you can see, I've sold, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've sold 8 of these in the past, and for good money, around between $50 to $60. And I pick these up all the time at Goodwill for maybe $5 to $10. And I've gotten lucky and found some at the bins, so those came out to less than $5. But anything DonJoy uh, sells really well. Even the knee braces, I found this at the Goodwill bins, and it sold for $18. You can see eBay continually changing the rules. Messed up some good profit for me. All right, so but let's go ahead and get on to what sold the previous week on eBay. All right, first item is I'm not sure if I'm Bestseller 23C XL Dichro Color Head Enlarger. This is basically a photo enlarger, and you can change the color hues on it with these buttons here. I picked this up at the local thrift store in this area called Carolina Thrift, and I paid $16 for it. These things new uh, cost well over $1,000, but I only just had the head. If I had the base that goes with it, I could have priced it a little higher. But you can see what it looks like, and it basically stands up, and the light end is pointed down, and you put your photo in it. You put your photo here in this little slot here, and it enlarges the photo, and you can change the color hues with these wheels here. But I paid 16, and it sold for $149.99. I had it listed higher, around 300 at first. I was getting a lot of watches on it, sent some offers, but no one bid on it, and I finally lowered it by half. And a buyer messaged me about the plug, what size plug it was. I told it was a standard 120. They asked it to work, said yes, and once I replied back, they bought it for the full asking price of $149.99. And this ship, I did FedEx ground for this one because it is heavy, about 30 pounds. All right, next item that sold is a Ralph Lauren Denim and Supply uh, collaboration. This is a men's chambray Western Cowboy Aztec pearl snap button-up shirt. It's a size small. I usually don't buy men's clothes that are small because the bigger clothes sell a little better. But I couldn't pass up on this pattern, and it was Ralph Lauren, and it had pearl pearl snap buttons. I probably should have listed this a little higher because it sold within a couple hours for the full asking price of $34.99. It's just that this Aztec pattern and it being Ralph Lauren made it sell relatively quickly. All right, next item is a Psycho Bunny by Robert Gottlieb, yellow Supremo cotton shirt. This was a Goodwill pickup. If you're not looking up Psycho Bunny, it's a good brand. I first learned about it when I was in Columbia, South Carolina, and I found a whole bunch of golf activewear, men's shirts, and I picked up a Psycho Bunny shirt, and it sold within 2 days of me listing it. And so I imprinted the picture of this bunny in my head so that I can know to look for it. But this shirt paid $3.99 for it, and it sold for a full asking price of $29.99. Right. Next item is a Zadie, the Essential Collection 100% alpaca wool gray sweater. I picked this up probably the beginning of winter, and I thought it would sell because it is 100% alpaca, but I wasn't getting any bites on it. I originally had this listed at $49.99, but like again, no one was watching it, wasn't getting any bites on it, so I lowered the price to $19.99, and I took a best offer of $14.99 on it. I just wanted to get it out of my inventory because it just wasn't selling, and winter is coming to an end. All right, next is a Disney Turk large plush stuffed animal. I picked this up at Goodwill. I paid $2.50 for it, and I've had it for almost a year. And someone finally bought it. I mean, I'm glad it's gone. It's been sitting at the top of the shelves for a while. It is a very large plush. I actually had to uh, pay out of my pocket for shipping because uh, I miscalculated the shipping cost because it was so big and I didn't want to stuff it into a box. But I still made profit on it either way. All right, next item is a Travis Matthews golf polo. Travis Matthew is a great uh, it's a great brand for men's clothes, especially your golfing polos. This one here was brand new with tags. This is actually one of the one of the few brands that I would sell if it was a small, because these sell very well. And it sold for the full asking price of $29.99. And just so you can know what the symbol looks like, it's just a little M. And then you have the Travis Matthew name in the back. All right. All right. Next item is a Hoover battery charger and battery. I actually picked these up at two different locations. I've sold the charger before that I found at the bins, and I found another charger at the bins, and I happened to run into the battery at the Goodwill right down the road from this one. All right, so I picked them up and bundled them together, and I took a best offer of $24.99 on these right here. But if you see these Hoover charger for these cordless vacuums, pick them up because they sell very well. All right. Next is one I can call these bread and butter items because I have so many of these. Magnavox DVD VHS combo with remote. This was a Goodwill bin pickup. The bins that I go to, most of the people there, they stay away from electronics because I think they don't want to go through the trouble of buying it and then getting it home, then it doesn't work, and then you can't return it because it comes from the bins, and so they just leave it alone. I've actually walked into there and found three Guitar Hero guitars with the dongles taped to them in the bins, and nobody was even paying attention to them because they all stick to normally clothes and shoes. So I come in there and I find these all the time. I think I paid maybe $5 or $6 for it. You pay by weight, and I had a remote. Anytime I see these remotes that look like this, I pick them up because I know I'm gonna find a VHS combo that matches these remotes, and these remotes can go with the Magnavox, the Emerson, and the Sylvania. These remotes are universal, and the Funya. These remotes are universal for those. You just have to match the model number to it. This here is 108, MB108, and I just lot them together. And it's sold for the full asking price of $99.99, and it's sold within 2 days. So you can't beat that. All right, so that's the end of the video. Again, I got 2 more days before my account comes out of restriction, and I have a lot to list. And that's the name of this page, source list repeat. That's how you make money. The more you list, the more you make. Anytime I've gotten over 100 items within a day or two, I'm back under 100 items. So until next time, keep on thrifting.